guys, you're watching MTG Rocks. This is Jake Vyper about to play Gruul Immortal Sun. So this is pretty much a red-green mid-range deck that runs a good amount of strong creatures and 2 copies of the Immortal Sun, which is excellent against all the Planeswalker, all the Super Friends decks dominating Standard right now, because you know War of the Spark released 37 of them, including the Buy-a-Box one. So there's a lot of strong Planeswalker decks right now, but this deck is made to beat them, and Immortal Sun is a great card to shut them down. So once this card resolves, shuts down Planeswalker abilities, so it's hard to deal with because it kills their strategy, and it's hard to get rid of because usually those Planeswalker decks don't main board an artifact removal spell. Sure, some decks run this Spark, but a lot of them don't run them main board. But this card doesn't just shut down Planeswalker abilities. It also does a lot of other things, like draws us an extra card each turn, like a Howling Mine effect, boosts our creatures up by +1, and makes their spell cost 1 less to cast. So this card value is great. Yes, it costs 6 mana, but it's definitely worth casting. And we only run 2 copies because it costs 6 mana, but we don't have to wait to play Immortal Sun to be aggressive. We have a good amount of creatures that we can start being aggressive early on before we even play Immortal Sun. Immortal Sun is kind of like just the cherry on top of a cake. It's just a bonus, great way to gain big advantage, especially in the late game. So early on, we have a good amount of strong, aggressive creatures. We can play Growth Chamber Guardian and Thorn Lieutenant. Thorn Lieutenant is also great late game because we can pump it up, and Growth Chamber Guardian is excellent early on because we can adapt it early and we can get some extra copies so we can filter our deck so we can get what matters. We also run a good amount of haste creatures or riot creatures like Gruul Spellbreaker and Skarrgan Hellkite. Skarrgan Hellkite is great against Planeswalker decks because it has flying, so we get past their defenses, and we could give it haste so we can attack it the moment it comes into play. Or if we write it the other way, we can use its ability and give direct damage, whether to Planeswalkers, to their face, or to their creature. So Skarrgan Hellkite is kind of like the new Glorybringer, but not exactly. We also run 4 copies of Legion Warboss, which is also great against Planeswalker decks because we start making hasty creatures early on, and we get to mentor next turn. So Legion Warboss is a great aggressive card we can play early. We also run 3 copies of Nullhide Ferox, which is excellent against control because if they try to Thought Erasure us and they see Nullhide Ferox, of course they can't discard it or it will come into play directly. It's a 6/6 body as well for 4 mana, so it's a great card. And they have to pay 2 extra mana just so they can target it. So Nullhide Ferox is a serious threat. And we can play it by turn 3 thanks to Llanowar Elves. And we can play a lot of our mid-range or late-game creatures early thanks to Llanowar Elves. We got a good amount of burn spells, 4 lightning strikes, 2 shocks, and we run 2 copies of Domri, which also boosts our creatures up just like Immortal Sun, and it makes us have more mana so we can play multiple creatures in 1 turn or play our bigger creatures earlier. And for the mana base, we pretty much have the standard Gruul mana base. And for the sideboard, we have Lava Coils, Kraul Harpooner, Fiery Cannonade, a couple of Tibalts, Thrashing Brontodon, and 2 Leaving Twister. So we're going to play some best of 1 ranked and see how we do. Okay, so I'm going to move this here. Okay. There we go. Playing against RJRL. I wonder what that stands for. So this is Mythic rank, but the season's about to end. Okay, we got a couple of lightning strikes, 3 lands, a Legion Warboss, Thorn Lieutenant. So we have some early spells. I think this is a keepable hand. Let's see what we're playing against. Looks like maybe an Azorius aggro. So we're gonna play Llanowar Elves turn 1, then maybe turn 2 Warboss. Okay, 2-1. Okay, this is pretty different. This is pretty unique kind of mono white. So play our Warboss, make a token, and the token has to attack. So we're in a pretty good aggressive position right now. We can play another Warboss as well, so we'll be making 2 tokens. No blocks here. We can just lightning strike that. Play another Warboss though. Make 2 more tokens. Okay, so as you can see, this deck doesn't really need Immortal Sun to win. Immortal Sun is just like a cherry on top. We're gonna go ahead and swing our tokens. He might play. Okay, we beat mono white fast. That was quick. So 1-0. Still 84% Mythic. I haven't been grinding much. That's kind of the disadvantage of focusing on streaming. You don't get to grind much because you have to try different decks. Unless you want to grind with the same deck. And I don't want to do that. So playing against RB type. Maybe he's a red-black player. Red-black player type. Okay, looks like this is a slower opening hand compared to the first game. But we can play Gruul Chamber by turn 2, then turn 3 Domri, then maybe turn 4 Skarrgan. We can play turn 4 Skarrgan because of Domri, which let us add the mana. So we're gonna keep this. I just hope we don't draw more lands because I think 4 lands is good enough right now. Okay, looks like we're drawing additional lands. I just hope we don't get flooded because we don't run Banefires here, so no reason to have too many mana. Okay, so we're gonna play Rootbound and Gruul Chamber Guardian. Looks like we're playing some kind of Celestia deck. Maybe with a lot of Explore creatures because of Wild Growth Walker. Okay, so that's gonna gain him life. I really want to play against some Planeswalker decks because this deck is made to beat them. But that's fine. Okay, so if we play Domri, he'll probably just kill it. But we can fight. I think we would rather adapt first. So we can also get an extra copy of Gruul Chamber. Then we can maybe fight next turn. And we can fight because it's 4/4, so it won't die if we fight it. I guess he's pretty aggressive, so do we want to attack now? I think I'm gonna wait because he's gonna gain some life anyway, so I'm not gonna play the aggressive game here. I'm gonna play gonna be more defensive right now and try to stabilize with some creatures. And he's gaining life, so it's pointless being aggressive early on. Okay, we'll take 4 here. So we won't be able to fight directly on that. I guess the disadvantage of this deck is that I don't really run a lot of creature removals. I guess we could play Domri and make it fight the Jade Light. Okay, I'm gonna make you fight. Target a creature I control. And kill the Jade Light.
There'll be nothing but dust when I'm done.
And no reason to attack. Because we don't want Branch Walker to deal extra damage. It's probably gonna attack Domri here. We can play Skarrgan Hellkite next turn. I hope he doesn't have any more Explore creatures, or that Wild Growth Walker will just keep getting bigger. We need to make our creatures bigger than his. And Immortal Sun would help as well. Sure, he's gonna kill Domri here. Looks like it's Abzan. He's got black mana here. So, we might see Assassin's Trophy. Okay, another Wild Growth. And he put the Wild Growth in the graveyard. Okay, so it's the typical Absent Proliferate deck. He's just gonna boost up his creatures, so that could be problematic. We can play a Growth Chamber Guardian and adapt to get another, and we can double block the Wild Growth. No need to play the Skarrgan right now. Okay, so we're gonna get another copy of Growth Chamber here, and no reason to attack. It's probably gonna play the Bastion, proliferate, making that a 7/9. So we need to get rid of the Wild Growth Walker somehow, and most likely by combat. So he's gonna just proliferate that, so it won't be enough. And he can make that bigger, but we have to block anyway because we're only down to 14 life. He's gonna proliferate here. Making Wild Growth bigger. Okay, Stomping Ground. It's 7/9. I guess we can play a Skarrgan Hellkite. Riot without the haste. That way we can double block the Walker. Choose attackers. No attack. He's got 5 cards in hand. Looks like his deck is pretty strong against us. Ooh, Cruelty. That's interesting. Yeah, I think he got this game. We'll have to block the Walker here to survive. And I don't think there's any card in our deck that can really get rid of that. Yeah, sure. We'll block that. So I think we got a bit flooded here. So many lands. And not... He was able to make his stuff bigger. And there's Immortal Sun. Came late. So we're going to quit this. So that's our first loss. 1 win, 1 loss. Come on, I want to play against Planeswalker decks. Because this deck is really made to beat them. So we lost against Abzan. Abzan, Proliferate, Explore. Let's see what we're playing against next. Okay, we're playing against Aki. Okay, this looks like a faster start. We got a couple of Feroxes. Got a Thorn Lieutenant and Llanowar Elves, so we can go turn 3 Ferox. So this is a good... It's a better hand than last time. We can go with Llanowar here, but he's probably gonna burn it. Okay, mono red. So we have Thorn Lieutenant, which is excellent against them. Good blocker. I guess we'll just swing. He's probably gonna burn it. He's gonna burn it now. I hope he doesn't burn it, so we can play Ferox next turn. Okay, good. It's gonna use that on that one, not on this one. So that's fine. We can play Ferox by turn 4. Okay, Steamkin. We got the Spellbreaker here. We'll turn it into 4/4, so it's harder to kill. And makes it a bigger blocker. Okay, so looks like this deck is pretty strong against more aggressive decks like mono white and mono red, because we just play a lot of bigger creatures against them, and it's hard for them to deal with. But it seems weaker against slower mid-range decks like the one we just played against earlier, the Abzan one. So that's 2-1, 2 wins, 1 loss with this Gruul Immortal Sun deck. We haven't seen any Immortal Sun action, which is sad. Hopefully we get to play Immortal Sun this time. Okay, we're playing against Coffee K. Coffeek. He's a Coffreak. Alright, 2 lands. Hope we don't miss a land drop. But at least we got a turn 2 Growth Chamber. We got 1 copy of Immortal Sun. So let's keep this and see how we do. Okay, maybe some kind of Esper deck. Jeskai. Okay, Jeskai. So looks like we might be able to make use of Immortal Sun here if he plays some Planeswalkers, as long as he doesn't counter. So we're still far from playing our Immortal Sun though. Okay, Lightning Strike to kill. So it looks like this might be some kind of Jeskai control. I expect him to play some Planeswalkers like the Fairy. Guess you can play Gruul Spellbreaker, Haste. Just Legion Warboss. We'll go play Spellbreaker first. Give it Haste. Let's swing early. He can get rid of that on his turn, but we have Legion's Warboss, and he probably just have a limited amount of removals to kill our creatures, so that's why I played Gruul Spellbreaker first. But it looks like he might use Blast Zone to blast off our creatures, which sucks because our creatures that we have are like cost all 3. Okay, so he stepped out, at least for the colored ones. So we can go ahead play a Legion Warboss, so we can mentor next turn. So we're slowly getting to Immortal Sun. Need 2 more mana, but he's still got 17 life, so we need to be really careful. Okay, so it looks like it's some kind of Jeskai deck, but I'm not sure if it's if he's running a good amount of Planeswalkers. He has a lot of removal. Okay, I think I'm gonna play Domri first and then Growth Chamber. So it can Domri also boosts our or we can play Growth Chamber, Legion Warboss to start being aggressive. I think I'm gonna go play Domri first, so our creatures become +1, +0.
Nothing like a bit of violence now and then.
Oh, I could have played Legion Warboss with Domri's ability, but I think I'm gonna play Growth Chamber Guardian first. I wish you can use the mana to play artifacts, but sadly you can only play creatures with the extra mana. Okay, looks like he's tight on lands. He's only got 3 lands. I hope he doesn't play that board wipe card that deals 3 damage to each creature. That would really suck. So we might need to adapt Growth Chamber ASAP. Okay, so okay, we can adapt this, then play Legion Warboss because we can +1 with Domri. Okay, so we can do that. So he might shock in response here, but that's okay. At least he won't kill the Legion Warboss. Justice Strike, okay. We still get to get our extra copy of Growth Chamber, don't we? No, we don't. I forgot, you don't. Okay, so we get...
Oh, have at it, boys.
Okay, so we play Legion Warboss. Then we swing with 2/2/2/1s. Then if we play Immortal Sun next turn, that would make them even stronger. I just hope he doesn't board wipe with that red-white board wipe card. So we're gonna make another token if he doesn't kill our war boss. So that would be 2, 4, 6 plus 3. That's 9. So that's a good amount. Almost will kill him. Okay, what are you gonna do, Coffee K? Finale of Promise, and what else? Does he have a sorcery? No, he doesn't. Okay, just kill Warboss. We got another Growth Chamber. We really need our 6 lands so we can play Immortal Sun. We're gonna swing for both of these first. Okay, we gotta really be careful because Blast Zone is at 2 counters, so that means if you play one of these 2 mana cards, he can just blast off and kill our 2 mana creatures. So I don't think I want to play both. Might be best to
Nothing disgusting more than law and order.
play a Growth Chamber first, get another copy. I'm gonna go adapt it now before he can try to burn it. Get our last Growth Chamber here. He can Blast Zone, but he will have to tap his lands. 3 lands. And we still get to attack for 4 here. And we can play Gruul Spellbreaker with haste.
I've lived with animals my entire life. Explains a lot, actually.
Hate how we can't play Immortal Sun, but I think we're gonna win this anyway. I think that's it. Unless he does something to... Okay, yes! We beat Jeskai Control... Jeskai Control with Finale of... Is that Promise? Yeah, Promise. So that's 3-1. We only lost to some Abzan mid-range deck. We beat Mono White, we beat Mono Red, and we beat Jeskai Control. So looks like this is a solid deck choice. But I want to play against a Planeswalker deck. Alright, let's play another one. Maybe this one is a Planeswalker deck. We're playing against HKR 1980. I might play this deck again in the best of 3 video. That way we can test its sideboard and see how we do. We're probably going to play more Planeswalker heavy decks in best of 3. Probably still Mythic rank, but... Okay, so we got 4 lands, Thorn Lieutenant, Ferox, and 1 Immortal Sun. Hopefully we can play Immortal Sun in this game. Because last game, we just didn't have... We're short by 1 mana. Okay, so it looks like he mulliganed to 6. Some kind of black deck. Maybe it's... Esper? Okay. Mono black? What is this? Okay, so we can go haste that, I guess. But is there a reason to really haste it? Or I don't think it's really control. I think we're just gonna go make it a 4/4. Okay, that was too quick. What's up with these early quitters? Okay, so we got what, 4 wins, 1 loss. All right, let's play another because our games have been too quick. So it looks like this deck is pretty well positioned in the meta right now. It's not just good against Planeswalker decks, obviously. It's also good against other types of decks. It's consistent enough, I think. And I think 2 copies of Immortal Sun is enough. We don't want to run 3 or more. It looks like we're getting it always in our opening hand, but we never get to play it. Sure, I guess I'll keep this. We got 2 lands. Please don't make us miss a land drop. Playing against a Mayan. Okay, maybe Mono Green. Play Stomping Top. Tap. Okay, it's a Gruul mirror match. I wonder if we have the same version. He's way ahead right now though. I guess we can play a Gruul Chamber Guardian. Maybe I should have played Thorn Lieutenant first. Okay, it's a Gruul mirror. What's he got? Domri. Alright, Domri. Oh, this is a different Domri. I get the two confused because they both cost 3 or okay, that costs 4, never mind. I thought it cost 3 as well. I forgot. Okay, we're gonna take this. We don't want our Gruul Chamber to die. We can attack Domri, but it won't die. I think I'm gonna go ahead and play Riot this without the haste. Or I could give it haste and swing at Domri maybe. But it will only bring it down to 1. It won't kill it. Because it becomes a 3/3 if it's haste. So I'll just give it a counter instead of the haste. Sure, I think I'm gonna attack Domri here.
I'm starting to get miffed now.
Okay. So I wonder which Domri is better overall. They're both pretty playable. Okay, look, yep, this is definitely a different version we're playing against here. It might be a better, a stronger version against Mirror. So we might lose this one. Okay, so just gonna block that. Alright, so we got Thorn Lieutenant and Domri Anarch Bolas. I guess we can adapt. We got a 3/3 against here, so guess you can play Domri, but he's probably gonna kill it anyway, so might as well. If we play Thorn Lieutenant, you can play Domri then Thorn Lieutenant, but chances are he's gonna kill. There's a good chance he's gonna kill Domri. So I think I'm just gonna go adapt it. Then maybe fight next turn. Okay, so we're on defense mode right now. It's gonna be hard to get rid of the Phoenix here because this deck doesn't run a lot of removals. We need to fight then burn it. Okay, Domri's -3. Looks like he's trying to dig for a creature here, and he's got Paradise Druid. I don't see why he needs Paradise Druid in this deck. It's not like he's running. I guess it's a good ramp card. Okay, he's really being aggressive now, so. And we're down to 8. Not a good. Next turn we can play Immortal Sun. So it might be a good time to play. We're on a 2-turn clock here because of Phoenix here, so we really need to get rid of the Phoenix somehow. I guess we can play this one, make it fight, play Thorn Lieutenant maybe. Okay, target creature, so we can kill the 3/3. If we make it fight the Phoenix, our Gruul Chamber will die as well, but we need Gruul Chamber as a defensive card. We can play Thorn Lieutenant or another Gruul Chamber Guardian. I think I'm gonna play another Thorn Lieutenant here. The next turn we can play Immortal Sun, but it's gonna be tough because we're at 8 life and he still got a Rekindling Phoenix on the field. So we need a burn spell more than Immortal Sun. So if we play Immortal Sun, that will disable both Domris.
Things are about to get
Which could be better for us, because it looks like his Planeswalker is doing much more than our Planeswalker. Because he played it earlier. It's the Bell of Domris. Okay, I guess it's a good thing that he didn't attack us. So that gives us more time to try to make a comeback somehow. Okay, what does he have? A Banefire? He's got something. Okay, we got Lightning Strike, which is pretty good to get rid of the Phoenix. The question is, do we need to play it now? Because he's just gonna get the token and just bring back the Phoenix, so it won't matter much. I think I'll go ahead and play Immortal Sun. That way we can draw an extra card next turn. And makes our creatures bigger as well. So we might have 2 turns here. We need to draw another burn spell to kill the Phoenix. Oh, and we got 2 Phoenixes, so this is bad. Now we gotta get 4 burn spells. Not helping. So we can just get rid of 1 Phoenix completely, and he still got the other, so this is bad. Still got 18 life, so looks like he got this game. Okay, so yeah. Yep, he's got this game, because he's just gonna swing the Phoenixes. Okay, looks like this deck loses to other Gruul decks that are more aggressive than this Gruul. But that's okay. I think it's still well positioned. So we got 2 losses, 4 wins, I think. Let's play maybe 1 more. Just to test it out more. It's a good deck, consistent enough. Rulushu. Immortal Sun is a great card, but sometimes it just doesn't save you against threats like the Phoenix. Okay, so this looks like it's a faster hand. We get to go turn 2, Spellbreaker. So I'm gonna keep this. Go Llanowar and Spellbreaker next turn. Maybe another Gruul deck? Please not another Gruul deck. I just had a Gruul mirror match. I want to play a variety of decks. At least it looks like we're ahead here. I'm gonna make this a 4/4 instead of the haste, so he can't lightning strike it. Looks like it's just mono green. Okay. Okay, it's not Gruul. It's mono green. And I think I want to lightning strike now before it gets bigger. And then I can play Growth Chamber Guardian. So I'm gonna go lightning strike that. Swing my Gruul Spellbreaker. Then play my Growth Chamber Guardian. Then maybe adapt it next turn. Unless we need to use Lightning Strike. If we get another land, another source of red mana, we can play Skarrgan Hellkite. So we're off to a good start. Okay, another, it looks like a Celestia deck. Okay. This looks similar to the one we lost against earlier. So we can adapt that one. And get another copy. Okay. So this deck won 5 times, lost twice in this video. So consistent enough. I'm gonna probably do another video where I play best of 3 with this deck so I can test the sideboard. So if you like this video, give us a like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and check out our other videos. We plan to do more. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys around.